If I die, I want to be born again, and I want to be a footballer. And I want to be Diego Armando Maradona again. I am a player who has given people joy, and that is enough for me. Apparently, Pelé can't accept that I won over him in the Best Player of the Century award and by over 50,000 votes. He should go back to the museum. Messi scores a goal and celebrates. Cristiano Ronaldo scores a goal and poses like he's in a shampoo commercial. The hand of God? If I could apologize and go back and change history, I would do. But the goal is still a goal. Argentina became world champions, and I was the best player in the world. My mom considered me the best in the world, so if she says so, it will be true. For my mother, I would be willing to kill or give up football. She will always be the most important person in my life. My life philosophy is pretty simple. I like to punch people when they have both arms up. When they are down, I like to help them. Returning to Boca was like giving birth after a 14-year pregnancy. I've played the Barcelona Real Madrid, but Boca River is different. It's like a fire in your chest. It's like sleeping with Julia Roberts. Winning the Super Classico over River Plate is like your mom waking you up on Sunday with a kiss in the morning. It's useless to try to make a man who goes to the bathroom 20 times before the match a leader. Let's don't deny it anymore. There is a Messi playing in Barcelona, and there is a Messi playing with Argentina, and with Argentina, he is just one more. If Pelé is Beethoven, I am the Ron Wood, Keith Richards, and Bono of football all together. So far, I have lived 40 years, but worth 70. Everything that could happen has happened to me. In one go, I had left Fiorito and ended up in the top of the universe, and from there, I had to cope on my own. Although Beckham is always very busy with his Spice Girl, he sometimes finds time to play very good football. However, he has a very big debt with his national team. To see the ball, to run after it, makes me the happiest man in the world. As a child, I never suffered hunger. But I only realized many years later that my mother's belly pains weren't because she was sick, as she said, but because she didn't eat enough so she could feed me and my brothers. I made mistakes, and I paid for them, but the ball is still pure. I want to be the idol of the poor children of Naples because they are exactly like I was in Buenos Aires. I know about being poor, and it is bad and difficult. I don't recommend it to anyone. You want to have a lot of things, and you have to be satisfied with just dreaming about them. With Pelé, we couldn't have played together because I wouldn't have liked to have a bad teammate. I am Maradona, who makes goals, who makes mistakes. I can take it all. I have shoulders big enough to fight with everybody. Watching Leo Messi play is better than sex. At first, the drugs make you euphoric. It's like winning a championship. And you think, what does it matter tomorrow if I won the championship today? With my illness, I gave advantages. Do you know what player I would have been if I hadn't taken drugs? If I hadn't done the bad things I did in my life, Pelé wouldn't have been even second. I am proud when people talk about Alfredo Di Stefano because when Pelé went to play to Europe, he was awful, while Alfredo was a star all over the world. You can say a lot of things about me, but you can never say I don't take risks. Joseph Blatter says, loves me like a son. Yes, like a son of a bitch. Blatter was able to teach Platini how to steal. He once told me in Dubai how he had arranged 167 matches. Pelé these days is a slave. He sold his heart to FIFA. And when he gets kicked by his masters, he comes to join us players. That Neymar is better than Messi. Pelé keeps saying stupid things when he takes the wrong pills in the morning. What would I want for my 60th birthday? To score another goal with a hand against England, but this time with the right one. In my times, if somebody looked at a colleague's wife, we would take turns to punch him in the dressing room. João Havelange used to sell the rifle to somebody and then the bullets to somebody else. He played water polo, not football. He should speak about it. The first time I walked into the Vatican and saw all that gold, I became a ball of fire. I said to myself, how can you be such a son of a living here and then kissing the bellies of the poor kids? It was then when I stopped believing. And on top of that, I was said that the Pope had been a goalkeeper. No matter what happens, no matter who's in charge, everyone knows that the national team's number 10 shirt will always be mine. Forever. I am Argentinian. I can't criticize Messi. For me, Messi is as much an idol as Kun is it for his grandson and Aguero's son, Benjita. In fact, I would say I'm a friend of Leito. I saw him crying in the showers when we lost 4-0 in 2010. I even taught him how to shoot free kicks. The two of us would finish the trainings and go to kick. It was then when he started hitting the goal. Because I taught him, I told him you have to hit the middle of the ball, and showed how he could get his whole foot in her, and now he scores them all. The hand of God, he he. Even the photographers couldn't see what happened, and Peter Shilton, who jumped with his eyes closed, was offended and didn't invite me to his testimonial match. I liked that goal almost as much as the other one. I felt that I was stealing the wallet of the English after the Falklands War. There would be no debate about who was the best footballer the world had ever seen, me or Pelé. Everyone would say me. In the clinic, there's somebody who thinks he's Napoleon, and there's another who thinks he's fucking Robinson Crusoe, and both don't believe I'm Maradona. I love Scotland. It's a country whose blood doesn't mixes very well with England. The most sublime moment of my career, when I was there with the World Cup in my hands in 1986, I felt that I was touching the sky, that all my dreams had come true, and I also thought about how happy all the Argentinians would be. In spite of everything, I say it, that was a persecuted team, but it was my national team, mine in every sense. When I arrived in Naples, I was at zero, and in debt. I did anything. My years in Italy were spectacular. When I landed, I found out that in the previous season, Napoli had been saved from relegation by 1 point. That's why no one believed me when I said we'd be champions. I made it happen in the 86/87 season. The party at the San Paolo was unforgettable. Please, what number one? Today, I am the number 10,000 footballer. Consider me as such. As a player, Pelé was the best, but he didn't know how to take advantage of that to lift up football. I know that we could have done many things together, but we are too different. It was a question of skin. We clashed too much. The problem was that he was frightened by my appearance and thought that I was coming to take something away from him that I never wanted. The number one, the greatest, let people say it and let everyone feel it. I did what I could. I think I did not do so badly. I know I'm nobody to change the world, but I'm not going to let anybody into mine to type it, to handle me. No one will ever make me believe that my mistakes with drugs or business changed my feelings. I am the same as always. It's me, Maradona. I am El Diego.